The Genius Club with Prairie Pine. Chapter 21. Lottery Ticket. 9 p.m. Ryan, who had just finished working overtime, came to Alex's house and lay directly on the sofa. "Spit it out, Alex. What exactly happened?" Alex sat opposite the coffee table and began to tell the story in detail. He started from entering the dream and instigating Big Face Cat to rebel, to learning the real cause of Big Face Cat's daughter's death, to finding out that the mysterious organization that killed Cat Dad was called the Genius Club, to Big Face Cat robbing a bank to get an invitation to the Genius Club, and finally to seeing that invitation to the Genius Club at the front desk when he went to work. Ryan kept nodding, drinking water, deep in thought with a tense expression. "I get it. You get it again?" Thud. Ryan put down his water glass and looked at Alex seriously. "To put it bluntly, it's still about the subconscious. Is the subconscious the scapegoat now?" Alex couldn't help but complain. "When in doubt, quantum mechanics? Can't explain it, parallel universes? I told you this so carefully, and you still perfunctory me with the word subconscious? It's not the same thing." Ryan interrupted Alex and explained. "Last time at the bar, I was in a hurry to watch the World Cup, so I didn't explain it clearly to you. But actually, the subconscious is much more complex than you think. Please put it simply. Many times, the things you see and the words you hear are forgotten as soon as you turn around. But are they really forgotten? No. Your subconscious still remembers them for you. That's the common feeling of déjà vu in life." Alex stood up and waved his hand. "This is too ridiculous. Go write a novel. I don't want to listen anymore. This is really not metaphysics." Ryan pulled Alex back to the sofa and held up his index finger. "Let me give you an example, and you'll understand. Go on. Have you ever heard a song or a melody that feels familiar, like you must have heard it before, but you can't for the life of you remember when? That's definitely true. Have you ever seen a stranger and felt like you've met them somewhere before? Seen an unfamiliar scene, but felt a sense of déjà vu? Well, sometimes. You meet a lot of people on the subway to work every day, and you've had many classmates since childhood. You obviously saw all their faces, but can you accurately remember what every single one of them looks like now? Not even that long. Can you remember the subway passengers this morning? Of course not. Who would remember that? Slap. Ryan slammed his thigh and pointed his index finger at Alex's forehead. "There you go. Human memory is actually very unreliable. The farther the memory, the less real it is. But the subconscious is different. No matter how many things you forget, your subconscious never will, including the people you've met, the music you've heard, and the places you've been. That's why you often have an inexplicable sense of familiarity, feeling like you've seen, heard, or been there before. So, to sum up, you must have heard the name the Genius Club somewhere before, even if it was whispered in an elevator or flashed by on the subway. Anyway, you must have heard it, which is why you dreamed about it." Alex looked at Ryan doubtfully. "Where did you learn all this stuff? Subconscious and déjà vu. You make it sound so plausible." "Ha ha ha. This." Ryan stroked the stubble on his chin. "I learned it from that psychologist's wet chat moments. Remember? I showed you her moments last time." Alex no longer dwelled on this point. "But your explanation can't answer my core question. I'm not hung up on dreaming about the Genius Club. I'm confused about why things from the dream appear in reality. I only dreamed about the Genius Club last night, only heard Big Face Cat mention the invitation, and it appeared right in front of me this morning. Do you think that's reasonable, It's very reasonable. Ryan took out a cigarette pack and put a cigarette in his mouth. Many people have precognitive dreams, but they're basically coincidences. Alex smiled disdainfully. What kind of coincidence is this? I even set up the entire backstory of the Genius Club in my dream. And I also read an advanced mathematics textbook in the dream. The formulas inside are exactly the same as those in real advanced math textbooks. You know, I never studied advanced math in college. You can say I'm smarter than Gauss just because I had a dream, right? Right? So what? Ryan said indifferently. Don't tell me you think your dreams can accurately predict the future, or that your dreams are real, a future world 600 years from now. You know what? I really have doubted that. The two looked at each other, saying nothing. All right, Ryan lit the cigarette with a lighter and reached into his pocket. You say your dreams can predict the future, right? I only said it's possible. Slap! A small red and white piece of paper was slapped on the coffee table by Ryan. What's this? A football lottery ticket? Ryan exhaled a cloud of white smoke. 8:03 a.m. tonight. It's the Qatar World Cup semi-finals. Argentina versus Croatia. Go to sleep now and dream. Find out the result of this game in your dream. When you wake up at 0:42, tell me who won. Ryan flicked the ash off his cigarette and smiled, looking at Alex. Didn't you say your dream is the real world 600 years in the future? Then let's test it. Alex picked up the lottery ticket. It said 3 a.m. Argentina versus Croatia. This ticket was a $100 bet on Argentina to win, with odds of 2.3 door. If Argentina really won, this ticket could be redeemed for 230 yuan. Indeed, to verify whether his dreams could accurately predict the future, the result of a football game was quite convincing. All right, I'll try. Alex turned around and walked into the bathroom to do a simple wash-up. Keep your voice down in the living room. Don't disturb my sleep. Watch carefully. Ryan shouted loudly from the living room. Try to remember the score too. If we bet on the exact score, the odds are higher, and we'll make more money. I don't even know if I can find it in my dream. Don't get your hopes up. You can find a computer and look it up online. That kind of thing takes a second to find online. I already tried that. What do you think I've been doing for the past 20 years? Alex rinsed his mouth and spat out the toothpaste foam. After I first learned about lottery tickets in junior high, I found a computer in my dream and tried to search for the double color ball numbers that year. What happened? I found nothing. Alex said while applying facial cleanser. Not just the double color ball. Any current affairs news, stocks, or anything from our time couldn't be found at all. The internet in the dream is useless. You can't find any useful information. I see. Ryan tore open a bag of snacks, turned on the TV, and turned down the volume. Logically, there should be some traces of information online. But considering that this is after all a fictional dream, it makes sense. Alex dried his face. I don't think my dreams are that simple. There are too many things in them beyond my understanding. Facts speak louder than words. Go dream. After washing up, he walked into the bedroom. Alex turned off the light, got into bed, and pulled the quilt over himself. Let's go. Whoosh! The familiar summer wind blew, and Alex opened his eyes. It was still the familiar square, the familiar noise, the familiar cicada chirping. Alex looked at the familiar crowd in the square. The time on the electronic billboard showed August 28, 2624, 21:54:20. Alex scratched his head. The result of the 2022 Qatar World Cup game. Where should I find it?